Take a break from your busy schedule and join Harold Sala for Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living.
A lad was walking down the street with his mother when a gust of wind carried some trash across their pathway, blowing several large bills across his feet. Snatching up the money, he cried out, "Look, Mother, see what I found! I'm rich!" He jammed the money into his pocket. Walking on, the mother said, "Son, do you remember the building program the pastor was telling us about? How you said if you only had some money, you'd give it to God? Well, now you can do that." Thinking about the money he had just found, he said, "Yes, Mother, I remember. When I grow up and get rich, I'll take care of God, but this is for me." Human nature doesn't change. And being what it is, self is almost always served first. Do you happen to remember the incident involving David, who was a refugee from King Saul who was seeking to take his life? One day David remarked how good it would be to have a drink of water from the old well at Bethlehem where he had grown up. 3 of his loyal men, hearing what he said, though, put their lives at risk and stole through the enemy lines, going to the well, and they brought back a jug of pure, clear water for David. But David, so touched by their act of heroism and bravery, said it was too sacred to drink. He poured it out as an offering, giving it to the Lord. Only that which costs is really valuable. Question: have you ever given until it hurt? Have you ever given to a poor family and missed a meal yourself? Because of your love and compassion, have you ever given so much that someone else might have something that you actually suffered? I'm thinking of the time I spoke in a squatters area in Manila, Philippines. At the end of the meeting, a house girl came up and said, "Here's something for your work." Opening the gift later, which is the cultural practice, I found a tiny bar of hand soap and a package making about 1 cup of instant soup. At first I thought, is this a joke? And then I realized that was the kind of a gift she would give to a close friend. Having practically nothing, her gift was significant. When it comes to what you give to God, He always asks for what you have, never what you don't have. The widow of a prophet had only a jug of oil, and when she gave it to the Lord, He multiplied it many times over. David had only a lad's slingshot in his hand, but God used that to bring down the giant Goliath. When Moses stood before God in the desert, God asked the question, "Moses, what do you have in your hand?" Looking down, Moses saw only a walking stick. God said, "Moses, throw it down, or give it to me." And empowered by the Spirit of God, it became a symbol of God's far greater power. Jesus took a boy's lunch, all he had, blessed it, and fed a multitude of people. Most of us are like the little boy with the windfall of money which had just come his way. We're hesitant to say, "Here, Lord, take this, use it as you see fit." But when you surrender what you have to the Lord, He who is debtor to no one takes note and blesses those who acknowledge that what they have is a gift from God. Try saying, "I'm yours, Lord. Take me, use me. I'm yours to command." Then see what happens. Remember, you can't give what you don't have, only that which is in your hand.
You've just heard Dr. Harold Sala with Guidelines, a 5-minute commentary on living. If you would like to listen to the program again, download a copy, subscribe to our e-commentary, or view other resources, visit guidelines.org. We would like to hear from you too. You can email us at info@guidelines.org. That's info@guidelines.org. Thanks for listening, and we invite you to join us again for the next edition of Guidelines.